Welcome to JEC and Associates TV. We're here with the awesome and amazing, magnificent, ambitious, powerful, driven, Precious Young. How you doing this morning, Precious?
I'm good. Tired, but I'm good.
Yeah. We just got finished our session this morning. I look crazy, but don't mind me, right?
Me too. I'm looking like
this is about Precious, right? So, Precious, we're gonna just go over a few moments of a little bit about what you experienced with the program. So, tell us a little bit about what has been your experience with the JEC and Association working with you. And everything, real quick, everything honest, open, transparent, don't hold back anything. Tell us what you like, what you dislike, what you love. Like, give us everything genuine. Just be open, honest, and transparent.
Honestly, like, my experience has been great so far. Like, I love the fact that everything's literally laid out, like everything. It's just, you gotta want it for yourself. So you gotta put in the necessary work in order to meet Joe halfway, because he can't do it for you. But other than that, like, everything has been great. Like, I love, getting off work and going straight to see him. Like, I look forward to, working out with Joe and sweating and like improving myself. Like, he makes me really want to get better at what I'm doing.
Awesome. Appreciate it. So, what were you doing before you started working with JEC and Associates? Like, inside of your lifestyle, inside of your parenting, your exercise, your nutrition, like anything. What were you doing before you started working with me?
Well, I was working out, but it was more so like at home and like buying, little programs that I would see on Instagram and, trying to keep up with that and being disciplined with that and doing their meal plans or just knowing what I know about eating healthier and just like doing that. But then I'll fall off, eating bad. And then, so it was pretty much just nothing consistent. Like, It was just, it was a lot harder to stay consistent with myself than it is now.
Okay. And so, like, what are the other things that you tried? Like you said, you was eating, meal plans, those kind of things. Like, what were you trying?
What you mean? Like, what kind of meal plans?
Yeah, you could touch base on anything. Like, as far as like getting your lifestyle, your consistency. You said something about, being consistent. What were the things that you were trying to do to become consistent?
I don't know. I guess nothing. I don't know. But I was trying. Like, I just was, just trying to have the same schedule. I don't know. It just seems so much easier now. That's basically the gist of it. Like, before it was just like, oh, okay, this looked like it worked. Let me try this. And then, I wouldn't keep up with it. And then it'd be like, oh, well, this looked like it worked. Let me try this. You know what I mean? But like, nothing like motivated me or just gave me that discipline enough to be like, this is what you need to be doing. And I think it's because the one-on-one. Like, I really appreciate the one-on-one and the 24 hour. Like, I can literally hit you up whenever, and that helps too.
Awesome. Because that's what I was about to ask you, right? Like, what made this different from the other things that you tried? And you said, is actually being able to have that one-on-one, being able to have access to someone 24/7, someone that's gonna drive you and motivate you a little bit more, as well as, educate you and point you in the direction of your own self-motivation, because you're already self-motivated, you're already ambitious. So it's like, you don't just have to do it all alone anymore, right?
Right.
Awesome. So, like, right, how does this program make you feel emotionally? Like, from a aspect of, how does it make you feel on the inside physically? And I want you to be 100% honest, open, and transparent. How does it make you feel emotionally? Have you thought about that?
I mean, emotionally, no. It's the only emotion that I think of is like happy. and like, you know, grateful. And it's definitely, you know, it's unexplainable, like how dope the whole program is. Like I honestly can say it like that. Like I feel like you said, like I'm not doing it alone. I'm not, you know, I have somebody that will tell me, you know, when I'm slacking or when I need to go faster, when I need to, you know, take a day off, or it just it's definitely a good feeling inside. Like being like, oh, I gotta go see my trainer in the morning. Like, oh, I'm tired. Like, you know, like it's just like versus like, oh, I went out last night, I'm tired. Like nah, like I gotta go see my trainer in the morning. Like we be like he be having me running. I had shin splints, like all that. Like,
awesome.
It's just it's a good feeling. It's happy.
Good.
It's all good vibes.
Yep. And there's so many things that we haven't even touched upon yet, because like I want to do so much with you, and it's like, dude, we just gotta bite every piece that we can. So it's gonna be so many things that we're gonna continuously do, continuously grow in, and it's progress equals happiness, right? As long as you see that you're constantly progressing, you're gonna be happy about everything. If we hit points where we're not progressing or we don't know what direction we're going in, then you're probably gonna be unhappy with the program, right? So, tell me, how do you feel about the coaching? How do you feel about the coaching? Tell the truth. Give it all. Give it however you want to give it, right? How do you feel about the coaching?
I mean, it's dope. Like, it's amazing. Like I said, like I can hit you up whenever. Like literally whenever. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it's about. And like, you know, I feel like the price is definitely worth it. I feel like even the fact that, you know, we got our 2 days a week, but even like you'll link up with us on an off day or something, you know what I mean? Just because, you know, you just like, you, of course you want to see us doing better, and with like all the identity stuff, it's like instead of it just being fitness, you definitely like, you know, I feel like you're my homie. Like I don't feel like I'm being coached. I feel like I just got a dope friend that's like, you know, helping me get to that next level in my life and get my body the way I want it and get my mental the way I need it, and growth. Like, it's, you know, that's one word that I can describe the coaching. I would say growth.
Awesome. Love it.
That makes sense.
Definitely. That makes all of the sense in the world. Yeah. I love it. So what have you learned, right? What have you learned on this journey? How have you been educated? So when we say what have you learned about, you know, fitness, nutrition, your identity, getting clear and specific in those areas? What have you learned about yourself? Like, how have you been educated? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the first thing that came in my mind is like when you be having me like stretching and stuff, I guess, you know, I learned a lot about like what muscle, you know, what does what, basically. Like I didn't, you know what this was or what that was. And then also like with the macros, that was always so hard. Like that's so confusing. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that's what, you know, discourages a lot of people, is just trying to keep up with the macros and all that. But you make it so simple to where I can measure my food. I know, you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing better now. And I guess even just like even just the workouts themselves, like I'll be like, oh, okay, like I can do this for 15 minutes and get a good workout, and not even thinking like, oh, that wasn't enough or something. Like, it's Joe had me doing this. Like, I know this is enough. Like, what else?
What have you learned about your identities? Oh, you was about to say something else. Go ahead. Wherever you was going, go that way.
No, I was just gonna say. I was just gonna touch back on the macros, because that was big for me. Okay. Like that was huge for me. So I'm, you know, with the whole MyFitnessPal and all that, like learning how to work that, and like, yeah, just basically that. What was you about to say?
So what have you learned about your identities, right? Because that's the stage we've actually got to touch base on.
Well, I learned more about
getting clear and specific on it.
Yeah, that. And like as far as like my parents, and like I'm pushing way more healthier stuff like with her, and you know, I'm bringing it up to the doctor. Like a lot more stuff is like important to me because of, you know, what I know now. And as far as, and also like my relationships and stuff, like I really, like I want people in my life that are working towards betterdom, like regardless if it's a relationship with men, you know what I mean, males, or, you know, friends, or whatever the case is. Like you have to be doing something, like you have to be, you know what I mean? It just made me realize that that's what I need. Like I don't need nothing else other than people that are trying to grow as well.
Awesome.
That's all I could think of.
What have you learned about yourself?
I mean, honestly, like it just pretty much just brings to life everything that I already knew. Because like you said, like I am self-motivated. I really take pride in that. It's just that, but like having you there just made me realize that I can push through and I can get through, you know, even in my head I'm thinking that I can't do these workouts, or not that I can't do them, but I get tired and I'm like, I can't, Joe. But like in my head, I just learned that like if I just tell myself literally that I don't give up, like I won't give up. And I'll get through it. Like I'll literally push through. Even, you know, if I'm sore a couple minutes later, I'll be all right. Like I got through it. And also that I am capable of, you know, getting the body that I want without having to, you know, get any type of surgeries or anything like that. Like I'm capable of doing all this. Like I can do it naturally. I can do it, and I can look good doing it. Like all that.
I'm over here listening to everything you saying, right? And because what I do with all of these, everybody knows that I make little clips, right? You know, to make little short ones for people to read. And I'm sitting here just listening to everything that you're saying. And I'm like, man, like you just dropping so many gems. It's like, I can't even pick a clip that I
You're gonna have to just have my whole video.
It's crazy, right? So I'm like, she definitely touching base on, you know, what this program is about, that obsession for growth, you know, in our personal lives and our relationships and our parenting and in our business and careers. So I love it, right? So we got off to a start where, like, you know, we're figuring it out. I'm not overwhelming people with giving them everything at one time, right? So tell us about, so far you've been in the program about 4 or 5 weeks, right? Last week or so we did your results, right? And tell us, like, touch base on that, you know, because we're not a quick fix. We're a real program. Right. So tell us about the results that you've gotten so far. Like, you know, your factual results, we call that the fact sheet, but then also the results and the impact that it's had on you, the impact that it's had on your relationships, and the impact that it's had on you as a parent and in your business and career.
Well, so far I lost 4 solid pounds.
Awesome.
3% body fat.
Awesome. I
started at like 40, and now I'm like 37 or something like that percent. And for me, like my goals, you know, like Joe feels like, you know, I could drop down a few more pounds. I feel like I already lost so much weight compared to, you know, what a lot of people are used to seeing me at, you know, at. So it's like, you know, now it's just me not really trying to get infatuated with the weight loss. I'm more so trying to tone and poke out, and you know, that's my goals, get my waist a little, you know. So I'm definitely proud of my results so far.
Awesome.
You know, it motivates me more and more, and I see a change because, like, with a lot of stuff, I don't eat as much, I don't eat out as much, and when I do eat out, I'm choosing better stuff. Like it's just automatic for me. It's not like, oh well, today I'll just, you know, but it's like automatic to just want something better.
Awesome.
And like I said, like with my daughter, like she see me drinking my juices and stuff, she'll want to try it. She'll want some. She'll want to, taste stuff now. It's like, it's definitely, it's my lifestyle now. I want it to be forever. Like it's definitely, for the long haul.
Awesome. Right. So, would you recommend this program to any other men or women?
I would recommend to everybody, as I pretty much do. Like anybody that be like trying to really, talk to me about it. Like I'll be just like, not like, oh, you should do it. Let me give you Joe's number. Like, not like that. But I just be like, I always advise, like my no disclaimer is, you need to be focused. Like you have to have a point where you can focus on yourself. Like of course, you gotta work, you got the kids, but you have to have time for yourself to where you can do stuff outside of Joe. Because it has to be a complete change, But I would definitely recommend Joe to anybody that feels like they stuck and they can't, they're not reaching their goals. I done heard so many times like, oh, I work out and I'm just not seeing any results. Like, and I just be like, now I'm like, maybe because you need that one-on-one. Like a trainer is like super, like somebody outside of a gym, in my opinion. But yeah, 100%. I would recommend Joe Evans Carter.
Joseph.
Yeah. Joseph Evans Carter.
Awesome.
Coach JEC.
That's right. Some people be like Coach Jack.
Yeah, that's what I got you on my phone there is Jack.
Coach Jack, right? JEC, yeah. So before we go, Precious, right? What is something that you want to say to, the men or the women that are going to listen to your story for motivation and inspiration that's going to help kickstart their journey or help them get consistent?
I would say get all the toxicity out your life, regardless of who it is. I mean, other than your kids, we all know these kids can be toxic and can't get rid of them. But other people that, aren't stimulating your growth, because when you're on a journey to where, you want to love yourself more and you want to be healthier, you want to look better, you want, you can't have nobody around you. Like, even if that means you gotta be single, like you just can't. You can't have people that want to throw down every Sunday. They cook and fry this, like you gotta fall back. Like you got to. Like you gotta you just gotta get obsessed with yourself and just, understand that self-care is not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing. Self-love is not a bad thing. It's awesome. Peace is where it's at.
Yeah. Because it's all about that obsession for growth. Those are the only kind of people that I want to work with, because just like for y'all, this is this is a program, this is coaching, and it's y'all placing yourselves around somebody that's going to push y'all to the next level. For me, it's the same thing. Every time I work with one of y'all that are highly ambitious and y'all driven, that means I gotta be on my game 10 times more. I gotta be on it. And it also allows me to build that culture, like I was telling you earlier, of allowing my son to actually see awesome and amazing women, awesome and amazing men that are obsessed with growth in every area of their lives. And the more y'all grow, the more I'm growing, and I'm just looking like, okay, I ain't about to let y'all just keep growing and I'm not growing, so I gotta grow too. You put yourself in an environment where everybody is constantly growing. You're gonna either do one or two things. You're gonna grow with them, or you're gonna feel like you're gonna go to a place where you're gonna separate yourself and not even want to be in that group because you're not growing. So that's it, man. That's all I got for you, man. I appreciate you, Precious. You're awesome and amazing, phenomenal. I appreciate your genuine testimonial. And
no problem.
I see you tomorrow.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
you gotta keep going, Joe. What you're doing is amazing. It's beautiful. We look up to you. You're the Leo. You're the leader. And I'm out. That's it.
Appreciate it.